dyslexia, ADHD.
Okay. So,
in terms of my dyslexia, I'll explain it in the sense that it prevents me from really understanding, or it prevents me from understanding the simplest and littlest things when it comes to spelling, writing, speaking, and studying. It takes me where it would take a normal person like a day or two to figure or learn something. It would take me a week or two to actually get what they're actually talking about. And whereas in my ADHD, it would mainly be me where I get distracted more often than not, like with little things. Like if I'm, let's say I'm writing a book or a drawing, I would get distracted by a notification, and then I just go to the notification, see what's up, and then I'd just be lost in there for hours, and then another thing would pop up, and then I would have to go do that. If it feels like I have to do something, I'll probably do something else. And I usually need to figure things out in the sense that if I have to get something done, I'll need to trick myself into doing that thing, basically. So, yeah. There was, what's it called? My teacher, my home teacher, one time, my French teacher, we were doing this class and then we were talking about verbs and adjectives and things like that. And I realized I had completely gone off topic. Like, instead of verbs and other things, we started talking about France and Paris. I just started to ask him about France and Paris and if he has ever been there, and how can he know so much about French if he hasn't been there, and blah blah blah, and about French people. And then he went on to tell me that's not part of the topic, but he's from Togolese, and I said, okay, now how is it Togolese like? Like, I was completely and utterly trying to, I deviated from the topic completely. And then he said this, he also went in to tell me, but then little things like his mom, when he talked about his mom, I said, okay, what was your mom's name? What did she do? What was your brother or sister doing at this time, that time? And I was just going all over the place. So like, I don't know how long it was, but we completely got off topic that day.
So, like, was it intentional? Like,
No.
Did you do that to waste time, or like
No.
your brain just went there?
So my brain literally just went there. Like, I don't know whether you can call it curiosity, or I don't know whether you can call it curiosity, but my brain just went there. I don't know what triggered it. I think he was trying to relate the topic to something personal to him so that I could also relate. So I think that's what triggered it. I'm not really sure. There was this, I think one of my exams was really getting close, and I had arts. I did arts and design, and I was on my arts and design like till the next day. I didn't sleep, but then I knew I also had to study for my other exam, my other business paper, because I needed to understand and I needed time to study for that one. So I kind of procrastinated on what to do between both of those things whilst I was still working on my arts. I was literally sitting down drawing, and I stopped. And I was just thinking there for like an hour or 30 minutes or something about what to do. So I ended up wasting like an hour just thinking about like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And I kept my business book right there, and then my arts right in front of me, and I was like, what do I do exactly? What am I supposed to do? So it was really jarring. I ended up passing my arts, so yeah. My business not so much, but I'm not going back there. Time management skills are, they're not bad, but they're not good either. They are somewhere in the middle. It's where, like, let's say if I have to be somewhere at 9 a.m., I would normally underestimate the length of time at which I need to be at that place. Like, let's say, so I would wake up, like, let's say if I have to be somewhere at 9 a.m., I'll wake up like 7:30 or 8 on the dot, then get everything ready and then head out. By 9:30 to 10, I'll probably get to the place, which doesn't normally get me in trouble, but it's still bad in terms of like punctuality and stuff like that. So, and things like that. I'm always 30 minutes to an hour late, but I'm not that bad with it. I'm not that bad. Back to school when I was in the hostel, we were studying, and for exams and things like that, we were doing self-studies, and I was just like burnt out at that point. And I completely shut down. I said no, and I went to sleep for a few hours. I didn't do anything for the rest of the day. Mind you, this was on a weekend, so I didn't do anything for the rest of the day, and I was completely burnt out. When I went to sleep, Sunday, I didn't do anything at all. That Sunday, Monday, I didn't do anything again, but I tried, but I didn't really do much. Tuesday, that's when I started to pick up again because I had to get the thing done. Yeah, so.
So
Surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, no. Because I love what I do. This is the path I wanted to go on since I was literally a toddler. Like, this is where I wanted to go. This is the path I wanted to follow since I was a toddler. I've always just wanted to draw and do animation, so like, that's all I want to be doing 24/7 most of the time. That's the type of animation I want to do anyway, and the type of stuff I want to be doing. So, no, it doesn't really affect my procrastination, but it would if it was something that was becoming more of a nuisance than anything else. If I wasn't really feeling it, if I wasn't really feeling the story or the vibe or the work ethic of the thing, I would basically procrastinate on that work, yes. But on a normal basis, no. Class 5. And I was, we were doing maths. Yeah, and I couldn't figure out the times table. From 1 to 3, I could get it, I understood it, because it was like rhyming for me. So, because as long as anything has a rhythm or a tune, I can follow it. But from 4 going, I was completely and utterly lost. Till till JHS 1, I really never really got the timetable. It was, even then, the highest I actually went was like times 7? From times 8 to 10, I usually had to, reference. You see when you type the book timetable like that, yeah. I usually have to do that. So yeah. Their reaction or my reaction?
their reaction, like,
Well, they didn't know what it was.
yeah, so like,
They just thought I was lazy and stupid, which technically they made me feel like that. It ended up being something that, even made me fall further down the ladder of education. That made me feel like if I'm stupid and I'm useless and I'm lazy, what's the point? So I basically lost confidence in myself in that aspect, so I really didn't really try. Even though my grandparents did as much as possible to reassure me that, look, it's not your fault, this, that, and the third, that you can do it, just try, keep trying. My teachers really didn't help, except for 1 or 2 teachers. That was my math teacher and my French teacher, my personal French teacher. My grandparents made it very clear to them my issue, and they went above and beyond to try and find ways and means for me to overcome the struggles. Because math was my worst subject back in school. Math was my worst subject, and my math teacher and my French teacher, math and French. Math and French. But those 2 teachers actually went above and beyond for me to actually figure out ways and means around it for me to understand things quicker and better. And that actually made me improve in those 2 subjects. English was a no-brainer. I speak the thing. I know the phrases, bro. I know the phrases. I got that thing down. I know that. So English was never an issue for me. But it was math and French. Math, French, a couple of other social studies. Social studies was just pure and poor. So that I never really cared about it. Chi, I failed it so badly. I never cared about Chi. My grandparents said forget about Chi, and I said that's the only thing they were lenient on, because I could Chi. If I don't learn it from a child, I'm not gonna get it now. So they said give up on that for now, and I said okay, bet. So I focused on maths and French, and my teachers really helped me gain my confidence in that, and I was able to pass. Yeah, I was able to pass and get on with my life.
interesting.
No, for me, yeah, like you said, my accent and things like that. I watched a lot of TV, so like I absorbed a lot of the things a lot of people were saying, and the way they were saying it, and the way they were saying it, the phrases and the context in which they were using it in, I understood. So basically, I visually learned the words and the meanings and the phrases and the context in which you're supposed to use the words in. So it made it very, very easy for me in English to like basically pass everyone, because English I was number 1. Other people, yes sir. Except for spelling. Yes, spelling as well. Spelling for me was an issue. If it was reading and speaking, I'm good. Spelling was an issue for me because I got lost in my D's and B's, my E's and E, my E's and F's, my E's and I's, H's and W's, V's and W's. Yeah, I got lost in that as well. Yeah, most definitely. If it's stress, I completely and utterly shut down. Like, I just try to figure out. I would want to do something else completely. Like, I want to completely and utterly dissociate myself from it, but like it has to be done. But then when I'm trying to get it done, I just keep getting distracted because I'm not interested in it or so. So I keep getting distracted. I don't know whether that's willfully or unconsciously or so, but like I just keep getting distracted when I'm trying to be disciplined enough to focus on it. An example would be like when I was at NAFTI, I did a diploma course. Our last presentation was everything combined, and I had like 2 days to present my work. And I was ahead of the class, but I was also behind. But I didn't sleep for 2-3 days. it was jarring as hell. So I was like, this ain't it. But then I had to do it. Luckily, I was able to finish everything. Better than, I think I was the only one who actually finished everything. Yeah, I was the only one who finished everything in the class, but everything was shit, regardless, because of the quality of it. So, but I really just was all over the place, and I was basically brain dead at some point. So when you say my personal takes on therapy, what do you mean? But like, do you mean how it affects me personally? How it helps me personally?
No, I think not help or affect, just like your personal experience with therapy.
My personal experience with therapy? Absolutely and utterly annoying.
Okay.
Completely utterly annoying. And I feel like it wasn't necessary.
But why do you feel that way?
Because it involved something in a time where it was forcing me to try and, accept what was going on. It was forcing me to accept what was going on and that this was happening and I had to be in that sort of situation. And I was actively fighting against being in that situation. But I was also being forced even harder to be in that situation. So, which also opted for therapy. So, yeah.
Okay. So it's fucked up.